Alright, so good news coming in for all the Kho fans. But if you are into fitness and think Kho might not be the case, but you still want to get inspired, the next person and our next guest is here to do exactly that. Turning 50 isn't just about celebrating a milestone for Smithaa Kajaale, because she was a civil engineer, is a civil engineer from Thane, who shattered not just stereotypes but also her own limits by completing one of the toughest endurance challenges in the world. You must have heard of it. It's called Ironman. Why it's called man and not Iron Woman is something we'll get into a little later in the program. But it is a triathlon. That means you cycle, you swim, you run. You do all three and then you finish.
Believe it or not, she used to be someone who at one point, Smithaa, used to struggle with jogging even a kilometer. We read this and we were, taken aback by that, because today you're someone who is doing the cycling, doing the swimming, doing the sprinting in Kolhapur, Nashik, Nagpur, and now obviously on a global stage. We thought we had to come over to you to understand a little bit more about this. We know a lot of this you actually tied up to your 50th birthday when you were, initially trying to make this happen. Let's just talk to you to understand a little bit more about your story. Smithaa, if we could ask you first, just tell us what made the light bulb go off, that this is something I want to do with my time, with my life, with my effort.
First of all,
we can hear you. Do go ahead.
Go ahead.
First of all, thank you, Sonal, for having me on the show. Actually, my journey of life, it started like I was born at Calcutta, as my father was working in Indian Air Force. So after he served in Indian Air Force for 15 years, we got settled down in Nashik, and there I completed my civil engineering. I married at a very early age, like at 18 I married, and I had my first child at 19.
Wow.
And second child at my age of 26. While I was busy in my children and my work, I never felt any need for my physical activity. So, fast forward to my when my son Swapnil, he started going to gym at his early age, 17. So I also followed his footsteps and I started my strength training. My younger son Saurabh, he too at age of 17 started outdoor cycling, and it became his passion. He started participating in races. He had won gold medal at national level. So all it got started to me in late 45, cycling. I took my cycling. It was a little push from his side. He had he knew that I would enjoy the outdoor cycling. So that's how I started my journey of fitness. It's said that the child gives birth to a new mother, right? So in my case, that's quite true, that my children, they gave birth to a new me. So it's how my journey started.
Kudos to you, and kudos to your upbringing for having had kids who were supporting you to realize your dream. A lot of people push for your dream. A lot of mothers, I feel, have to be nudged towards finding one. And I think that's where your story is so critical and so beautiful, Smithaa. But take us through the challenges. If you're saying you never even walked before you were 45, it must have been tough to sort of get going.
I started in my late in 45. So challenge, it was a daily routine for me, the fitness journey. As I started my cycling, it was like I came to know about the triathlon from my teammate of a cycling group. So it was like very challenging thing, doing swims, doing runs, cycling. The only problem in it was like I had never run till then. So so my children, both children were in US, and I was free from the day-to-day responsibilities, and it was a empty nest, and I had to get it off from that emptiness. So, and I enjoyed that challenge. The challenge it was motivation for me.
Smithaa, whichever ladies are watching today, women who are your age, 50, maybe 40, 30, and they're inspired by you, but maybe, they're a little scared to step out, even to wear those tight clothes that you have to wear when you're going out and swimming. Unke liye, what are your words?
Scared, if once you decide in the mind that you have to do this, if you have a pure mindset, you're sure you're going to be successful in that. Means you have to set your mind that I am going to do this with a positive mindset, and you'll be successful in it. That's it.
Right. Smithaa, the thing that holds back women a lot of times is log kya kahenge? I'm sure जब आपने भागना शुरू करा, साइकिल चलाना शुरू करा, स्विम करना शुरू करा, लोगों ने नहीं कहा कि क्यों कर रही हो? क्या ज़रूरत है? घर पे बैठो, मज़े करो, ये सब करने की क्या ज़रूरत है?
No, like that, I didn't met anybody like that saying कि क्यों कर रही हो. हाँ, घर में कभी-कभी ऐसे हुआ कि why you have to run so many kilometers. You just do 5 kilometers, you do 6 kilometers a day. Why you're torturing yourself? But मैंने तो मन में तय कर लिया था कि yeah, I have to do a Ironman. So I started my workouts, daily workouts. I did training for almost 1 year.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
That's it.
Wow.
That's huge. Smithaa, thank you for joining us. Thank you for telling us about your journey. And may all the women across the country be gifted by families as supportive as yours was. Because, of course, it's your will, but it's also just so lovely to hear about your sons, your husband, how everyone supported you every step of the way.